Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Elaine Bintz, fitness coach, massage therapist, and nutritionist. I'm the owner of Energy and Wellness, and I practice in Cherville, Indiana, and online with clients. This is my contact information. My phone number is 708-845-6201. And then if you'd like to reach me via email, it is my name, elainebintz@gmail.com. So today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some time to explain my online booking. So I've been practicing since the year 2000, and a lot of people have been giving me feedback about my online booking services. So where I practice, I do not have an administrative assistant, so I do offer online scheduling. And I've been doing this for about 6 months. So the online scheduling I started in about August of 25. So I am filming this now in February of 26. So what I'm doing today specifically is I'm going to use my laptop to explain which category and services, if you are looking for a specific wellness service, massage service, or fitness service, which category aligns with the appointment you're trying to make. So you don't have to get all of this right, but I figured because I've been getting a lot of the same questions, which I really appreciate. I appreciate the feedback and the questions people have been asking. So after I receive the same question enough times, I try to make a video so I can better explain it. So if you are booking on a laptop, or if you're doing this mobily from your phone, it's the same process. The information is the same. So if you go to Google Maps, for example, if you're on a mobile device and you click in my company, Energy and Wellness, and you click on make an appointment, the same categories that will show up today that I'm showing you on my laptop will also show up on your mobile device. So I'm not going to go over the specifics of the services. I will add a link in this YouTube video with more information specifically about my services and rates, but today is more about the online scheduling. So what you want to do is, if you are on a computer, you're going to want to go to your Google or your Chrome, whatever device you're going to use to log in, and then you're going to go to my website, which is my name, elainebintz.com. And then when you get to this page, there is an option to click on book appointment. So one of the things you're going to see up here is please provide an email address. I can send forms containing health related information. Okay, so this is a really great question I've gotten, and I abide by HIPAA as a healthcare provider. All the information you share with me is confidential. I use a HIPAA compliant workspace. So Google Meet, I use all of my video chat sessions, and all of the forms that I use are HIPAA compliant. So they are sent and received through a secure server. But a lot of customers have told me they don't want me to send them like a nutrition info form or massage therapy intake form to their email with their employer. So I just ask, when you do click on an appointment, say you're going to make a 90-minute massage appointment, whatever email address you enter in there, if you will put in an email address where I can send you questions regarding pain or surgeries or medication, things like that, because that would be the method that I would send you intake forms. Okay, so the second thing I've had a lot of questions about is, do not receive a massage if you are sick, have a fever, or have a deep vein thrombosis. Okay, so if you had a DVT, deep vein thrombosis, usually you would know this. This is like a blood clot, like a deep blood clot. And the contraindication, the risk of getting a massage with the DVT is a massage can dislodge a DVT, and then the blood clot can travel through your blood vessels and can cause a heart attack or stroke. So we don't want that. So if you do have a DVT, you don't want to go get a massage. And sick. So what is sick? This is a question I get a lot. So if you have a head cold or congestion or allergies, right now it's February in Northwest Indiana. It's cold. So if a customer is face down for a while, they'll probably get some drainage. I don't mean sick like congested. Like if you have nausea or vomiting or a fever, you wake up with, bringing up a lot of discolored phlegm, green or yellow or purple. That would be a day you just reached out to me. You just text me. If you have an appointment, my cell is 708-845-6201. And you just say, hey, I woke up. I'm not feeling well. I know I had an appointment for today. We will cancel it. You do not owe me money. So as far as illness goes, and if there's any concern, just reach out to me. Just shoot me a text, and text is the quickest way to reach me, and we'll see if you should come in. Definitely, if you have COVID or the flu, stomach flu, I do not want you to come in, and we can reschedule. So the categories. So once you get into, if you scroll down, you will see there's a variety of categories. So the first category is coaching. So coaching is anything you want help with changing your behavior. So as a professional coach, you might want help with getting out of pain, moving better, or feeling better. You might want help eating better. So any of the services, this is a great question. People ask all the time, Elaine, what's a fitness coach? So personal training is one of the jobs of a good coach, but a good coach is going to want what's best for you. So they're going to help you to make really good decisions and assist you in whatever is your next logical step. So let's go through the coaching category. So that is the first category. So if you see here, there's fitness coaching, health coaching, life coaching, nutrition coaching, wellness coaching, and you don't need to get these specifically right. What more so matters is that you have scheduled the proper amount of time. So say, for example, you want to do what's called a gait analysis, which is me checking your form, walking, or maybe running on a treadmill, or doing squats or push-ups or lunges, things like that. And there is more information. If you click on more information, you would then select that service, which is the time, which is 30 minutes. It costs $50. And you can look in my calendar and see the date, what is available. And then if that doesn't work for you, you can click on different dates, or you can go to another month. So if you decide you'd like to have more time, you can go back to where you started, and you could do a 45-minute session, an hour, hour 15, hour 30. So health coaching. So I've had a lot of questions lately about what health coaching is, and honestly, fitness coaching is a type of health coaching. So this time of year, a lot of my clients are getting their wellness checks, whether it's through Medicare or their primary care physician, or they're looking at their calendar to see what do they need. Do they need their A1C checked? Are they just doing regular metabolic panel, liver panel? What are they doing in the nutrition world? So health coaching is an opportunity to sit down with your results. That's one of the things we can do. And if you look at the category, so let's say you want to do a 30-minute health coaching session, you can click on show all and it'll show. I can work with a company, a couple, a family, individual. We can review your test results, blood work, discharge papers, if you want to establish a new habit, behavior modification. So actually, if you go to my website, there is more information about health coaching because it is such a broad category. But in general, the clients I tend to attract are people that want to feel better. So a common thing people tell me is, Elaine, I just want to feel better. So they might come in and they're thinking, well, I'm going to hire you as my health coach. I want to drink more water. I want to move better. I want to walk my dog. I want to play with my grandkids. I want to be more attentive to my partner, my spouse, my husband, my wife, or I want to get pregnant, or there's something they want. We might need to get them out of pain first. So let's say maybe we do a 30-minute health coaching session, and it becomes apparent, like within 20 minutes, they're in pain, like they have back pain. Well, if you're someone who has back pain, so we can talk about how do we get you out of pain. Do you need a massage? Do you need to see a doctor? Do you need to go get an x-ray, an MRI? How long have you had this pain? So sometimes a person might come into my business with one particular goal in mind, and then as we get to know each other better, we might find out they need a different service or additional services. In health coaching, just like the fitness coaching, you can see there are the durations, 45 minutes, an hour, hour 15, 90. Life coaching is another great service that I offer. And we specifically discuss what you want, where you want to go, who's going with you, and then establishing steps. So this is real life steps. This is a really great question I've gotten from a lot of people. What is a life coach? Okay, so I would say I went full time in this field in the year 2000. I would not consider myself a life coach. I just help people get healthy and fit and feel better, and but then as time went on and as I got to know my clients, I would encourage them to find a career that was more fitting for their gifts and talents. I noticed that we were, as people were getting more fit, healthier, and reversing disease. Maybe they had diabetes, and after a year or two working together, they lost weight, reversed, lowered their A1C, reversed their diabetes, no longer needed metformin, insulin, all those things. And then they wanted to really improve their life. Life coaching is a category of service that we could sit down and discuss, and I'm a sounding board. I'm a person. So my degrees are in exercise science, dietetics, and I have a teaching license. So as a licensed educator, I can help a person learn a new skill that I don't necessarily need to have the skill, but I can help you to attain the skills you want. Whether that is estate planning, building relationships with family members. I am not a licensed clinical mental health provider, and I can refer you to people who do specialize, whether it's eating disorder or if it's someone who does psychotherapy. I can refer you out for those things. But life coaching is really improving your life. So again, those services, you can schedule 30 minutes, 45, an hour, hour 15, hour 90, and specifically the last coaching type of service I offer is nutrition coaching. So I have a degree in nutrition, and a lot of people will come in, they get diagnosed with something, diabetes, ulcerative colitis, GI issues, gastrointestinal reflux disorder. They have all sorts of symptoms, whether it's GI, they just have leaky gut. They have something that doesn't quite work right. We might do food logs, meal plans, look at their medication usage, look at their side effects, see what you're putting in your body and why it's causing you discomfort and how we can help you feel better. So nutrition, I do not recommend supplements. I don't mean nutrition as in like you taking a pill. When I'm talking nutrition, I'm talking about real food. When you eat broccoli, how do you feel? If you eat roughage, salad, kale, cabbages, Brussels sprouts, how do you feel? If you have milk products, how does that affect your skin? How do you feel? Those are the kinds of things we would discuss in nutrition coaching. And again, those services are offered in the increments of 30, 45 minutes, an hour, hour 15, hour 30, and then wellness coaching. So this is the last one. So if you want to learn how to meditate, become more flexible, and I mean mentally flexible in this regard, and feeling better and wanting to get more out of your days. So you'll notice a lot of these different labels of coaching are similar, but because the way the mind works is the mind controls the body, the mind commands the body. So a lot of people aren't exactly sure what they're looking for, and then we can do a free consultation. If you're brand new to me, or say we haven't connected in a long period of time, it's been years, 10 years, 15, some people it's been 3, 4, 5 years, or before I had my son, 8, 9, 10 years ago, we could do a free consultation and see which service would be best for you. So if you want to do the free consultation, so the wellness coaching, the durations are the same as my other coaching services, 30 minutes, 45, an hour, hour 15, or an hour and 30. So if you go back to the top and you go back to the category, so the next section is free consultation, which this service can be done in person if you're local to Schererville, Indiana, over the phone or via Google Meet. So what a free consultation is, an opportunity to have a conversation and see if my services match your needs. So I'm a holistic, non-invasive wellness professional. I don't offer any supplements, any medications, or any drugs. Everything I do is non-invasive. So we might suggest meditating, deep breathing, relaxation, stress management, eating different foods, consuming less of one product if you're having distress, workouts, exercises, things to do to improve your flexibility and range of motion. But we can discuss all of that in the free consultation, which the default for that is an hour. So it's an hour appointment. And again, you can look at the calendar and see what works for you and pick which time works best. The next category is a gift card. This one's pretty simple. So it allocates 15 minutes in my calendar. So if you would like to just come and purchase a gift card, you know, Valentine's Day is next week. People buy gift cards for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, you know, birthdays, whatever, you know, any of the holidays. But my services that I sell gift cards for are massage therapy and personal training. So if you want to do a nutrition one, this was a great question a lot of people have asked. I can sell you a personal training gift card, and the person receiving the card can use that card for my nutrition services. So that just puts aside 15 minutes so we can do the transaction of purchasing the gift card over the phone in person. So that I can, if we're doing the transaction over the phone, I can mail you the physical gift card. And it looks just like that. It's a silver card. So if you go back now, massage therapy, this is a great one. Okay, so there are different types of massage therapy. So I specialize in massage therapy, deep tissue, and sports massage. I practice inside a gym. The gym I practice in is called Abstract. We're in Cherville, Indiana. And my expertise comes from having been an athlete. I was an athlete. I was a long distance runner. So I got into wellness because I wanted to fuel my body and feel well. And I also wanted to help other people to feel well as well. So the type of massage that I offer, I can do relaxation in Swedish, but I am clinically trained from a school in Illinois that treats sports injuries and also helps athletes to improve at peak performance. The other type of massage service I offer is called myofascial release. So if you are familiar with the late John Barnes, the type of myofascial release I went to is the John Barnes method. So I've been doing that the past few years. So if you are in pain, a lot of pain management clients or pain management specialists refer people to me for myofascial release. It is not deep tissue. It is a very different type of treatment, but it is similar in that you will be on a massage table and we would treat you in a calm, non-chaotic environment. You would not do myofascial release in the gym. You would want to have a quiet and relaxing space for myofascial release. And then the third one is Thai massage. So if you've ever had Thai massage, it's on a mat. So Thai massage is a massage that is done. If you can look in the back here, there is this blue and green mat. So you wear your clothes. So athletic clothes are preferred, which I would remind you if you make a Thai massage appointment that you wear clothing. So you would want to wear something flexible. Like this is nice and loose and you can move around and we can stretch you. We call it lazy man's yoga because there are a lot of body positions you would be in that would be similar to yoga, but you would still be laying, you as the client would be laying on a mat, face up, side lying, or on your belly, prone. But you do wear clothes, so it's different in that you wear clothes for Thai massage. So if you log on and click on select, you can pick 30 minutes the time. General massage therapy would include deep tissue. You could also book this for myofascial release before or after any procedure. Scar tissue mobilization, so if you have had like a baby or a tummy tuck or you've had something that leaves scarring, knee replacement, we could work on that in regular massage. Thai massage and therapeutic. So the session durations are 30, 45 an hour, hour 15, hour and a half. Specifically myofascial release, you can select that category. And then they're the same durations as regular massage, and then Thai massage is 30 minutes. 45, an hour, hour 15, or an hour 30. So you'll notice the theme is the duration is the same. So for each of the services outside of a multi-service session. Okay, so the next category, thank you guys for staying with me, I know it's a long video, is mentoring, which hasn't changed much. So that one is an hour. and they're held in person or over the phone or via Google Meet. So say you're someone who wants to either get in the field, get better at the field, or you want one-on-one mentoring in order to improve your skills. I work with a lot of massage therapists, personal trainers, chiropractors, cardiologists, endocrinologists, all sorts of people in the wellness field who, just like me, I have a trainer, I pay a personal trainer, I have a massage therapist, I pay other health and wellness professionals to help me stay as healthy as I possibly can be. The mentoring is more in regards to growing their business. So if they like something I do and want to learn how to do it on their own, I could just teach them. That's just a mentoring. It's like colleague to colleague, or someone who'd like to get into the field. I can teach you. I can mentor you on how to do that. Okay, so if we go back to another category, so click down to multi-service session. Now this one is much longer in duration. So the session lengths are 45 an hour, hour 15, hour 30, hour 45, 2 hours, 2:15, and 2:30. Now the reason I do that is this is any combination of fee-based services. The multi-service session does not include the free consultation. You're booking time. So say, for example, you did 2 hours. So I have customers who still work with me. I practiced in Illinois for 20 years. I've been here in Indiana, going on my 6th year full-time. So if you're someone and you live 2 hours away, but you would like to do a personal training session, say you want to do a fitness assessment, you want to take an hour, we do your body fat, your measurements, cardio test, flexibility, all that stuff, and you want to get an hour massage, you could book a 2-hour session. That's a multi-service session, and then you would work with me for 2 hours consecutively. And in the regard of the example I just gave you, I would do the training first, anything that is physical, and then we would end with relaxation. So we would end with the massage. But multi-service session can be any combination. It could be nutrition, life coaching, physical, stretching, personal training, massage, and whatever services you'd like. You could combine the services. You're just basically booking time. And then if you go back, the next one is stretching. So I personally do receive Stretch Lab services. I am a customer of Stretch Lab, but also as a trained personal trainer back in the day, like 2002 maybe to 2010, PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. It's a type of stretching that we as personal trainers learned how to use with our clients. Specifically, I use with a lot of my golfers and a lot of my clients who are athletes. The stretching session can be passive. You could be on the time mat. So if you are booking this session, you could be on the time mat, you could be on the massage table, it could be active. I could teach you the specific stretches and trigger point therapy using tennis ball, lacrosse ball to open up those trigger points to help you with your range of motion for whatever your specific activities. So stretching session can be 30 minutes or 45, an hour. Usually we don't go beyond an hour for a stretching session. And the clothing you want to wear is again something flexible, some type of workout clothes. You usually wouldn't want to wear corduroy or jeans. You're going to want to wear something that you move well in. So that's a stretching session. And then I think we're on to the last, which are the workouts. So I am a yoga instructor. Also personal training. You want to do physical workouts. This is the category you would choose for personal training and yoga. So a question I've gotten a lot is, what is the difference between fitness coaching and personal training? There really isn't a big difference, but for the purposes of this video, fitness coaching is a little different in that it's more me coaching you. So we might sit down and write down your program. If you met with me for half an hour, we could map out your week or your month or the next 3 or 4 months and talk about periodization and what you're going to be doing for strength, flexibility, and cardio. Whereas personal training is more physical workouts. You're actually moving. And then the yoga workouts are lessons. So I use the space I have here. It's one-on-one private lessons for yoga. I don't offer group yoga at the moment. If you are a corporation and you're looking for that service, we can discuss. I would have to see in my calendar what availability I would have to travel to you. Like if you're in Cherville, Highland, St. John. This is February, this is our busy season. But as far as one-on-one yoga, you could book it just like any other appointment. That can be done online. We could use Google Meet. You can be in your space. You just need a yoga mat. or you can come here, and usually I do use a little bit of heat. It doesn't have to be hot yoga, but I use a little bit of heat in the room because it does help with pliability and flexibility. So just to go back as an overview, I know this was a long video. So as far as the categories, this is my company, Energy and Wellness. There are several different services that I offer. And of course, if you have any questions, you can just call me or text. My cell is the best way to reach me. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you book enough time. So a question I've gotten a lot is, well, if I come and I want to do a 45-minute massage, am I going to be able to add another half hour of, if say for example I want a longer massage, or if I'm doing a half an hour of stretching, can I just come and add a half an hour of massage? Well, it would have to be in the calendar. We would have to book the time. So that's the biggest thing with scheduling, is just making sure, of course, I want to make sure I help the customer as best I can, but we want to make sure that we have the time for each of the dedicated services. So again, this is Elaine Bintz, fitness coach, massage therapist, nutritionist. This is my online booking. ElaineBintz.com is where you can click to book an appointment. And if you have any questions, you can email me, my name, ElaineBintz@gmail.com, call or text. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.